Good morning. Man, a little nippy out, 50 degrees. I live in Florida, so it's cold down here. So I wake up. Well, before I went to bed, I had another animal activist. Of course, the poor pigs. Poor fucking pigs. So I wrote a comment on this post about the pigs. And I was like, well, I like bacon and ham sandwich. And immediately my post got deleted and I was no longer friends with this person. Boo fucking who. So she wrote a nice little love letter explaining she's an activist, now I'm an apathetic fool or whatever. It's funny. You're not an activist. You post up boohoo fucking pictures or posts. That's called emotional horseshit. But basically, you're pulling the emotional shoestrings for people's reaction. Well, you got one for me. Total opposite of what you wanted, and that's the problem for you, because you're expecting a bunch of hand holding and a bunch of kumbaya singing motherfuckers. Give a shit. I always find it funny when people who are animal activists, but they'll wear leather products. So they will, there's a level of hypocrisy somewhere. It's kind of like veganism in a way. It's not a lifestyle, it's a cult. Actually, not even a cult, a cult. C-U-L-T. Because I think, and some vegans, not all, but some are just totally batshit crazy PETA types. I mean, literally, there's a huge regimen of how you eat, what not to eat, and whatever. But if they're so vegan or vegetable types, why are there so many of them obese? So, anyway, you're supposed to eat the veggies. If you're supposed to be a vegetarian, I can't see how you're going to be fat. Unless it's genetically, or you're just not working out. If you're eating healthy, you should be doing other things healthy, right? Just saying. I like my pizzas. I'm a round boy. I enjoy my fucking Twinkies. I had a big thing of donuts not too long ago. Fuck it. I'm going to go off and enjoy myself for a little while. I'll even have a bacon and a ham sandwich. Bacon with ham sandwich. I'm going to eat some more pork. But when you get these people out there who are claiming to be activists, what do they do besides bringing up PETA-style tactics of terrorizing or social terrorism? Not much. They think they're doing something important, but they're just kind of entertaining my big ass. And I'm laughing at them, and I'm laughing with them, and I'm laughing all around them. I'm making a video about these dingalings. Because why? If you claim to be something that you're actually productive in. If you're an activist, then be an activist. Let me see pictures of your protest pickets on a farm. Let me see you go out to Congress as a lobbyist. Let me see the shit that you're really doing besides posting little bullshit fucking posts on a social network like Facebook. Oh, how about that? Now, those who qualify for that, look me up. But I don't think one of thousands would actually qualify at this point, would it? Otherwise, you're probably thinking you're just one of those little foot soldiers out there that make awareness. You know what? People don't care anymore. Although they might agree and give you a good speech, a little posting, a little, there. But you're not going to see them standing next to you with a picket protesting a farm and how they handle their animals and processing. You're not going to see these people out there also writing letters to congressmen or even making a petition website for people to sign so it goes to them. Do you? So is it social, is it real activism, or is it just social leeching of emotions? See, be careful what you claim yourself to be, because these people out there who are claiming to be one thing aren't even doing what they're really describing what they're doing. It's funny. I love it. I mean, I made fun of Katie Reeves. And why did I make fun of her was because this is what she was doing. Of course, she wrote back a letter back at me saying I was lying about whatever I was saying about her. And I was like, not really. You unfriended me because I like bacon. Well, I posted up I like bacon. Now I'm looking for a ham sandwich. But she was out against this thing. You know, the big bad meanies who processed food. But again, if you're a true activist, if you are someone who's really out there protesting, show for it, man. Let me see a photo of you protesting a farm that processes, or meat processing plant. Show these things, or do them. But to post shit up for attention is not attention to the cause. It's just attention to the mental level of mentality you are at. You know, do shit. We'll talk about it. Don't post about other things. You know, I post an eclectic things. But if you're a constant turd about how an animal is being processed, alright, you don't like an animal being processed. Who fucking cares? As I eat my ham sandwich and I'm watching a pig being mutilated, it doesn't bother me the fact that the process happens. Because you know what animal activists really do? They'll show you the first 10 minutes of a slaughter, and then, oh, that's it. They stop you. You know, so if you're eating a rack of ribs, and you're watching a cow being cut up, you're like, oh, that's horrible. But you know it's not horrible? The last 10 minutes when you recognize parts of a fucking steak. And at that point, oh, it goes in your head, you know. So you more pay attention to the aftermath and then not the beginning. But they want you to see the beginning, see what you put an animal through, and then of course at the end result is, oh yes, I'll have a rack of ribs, I'll have a filet mignon. You know, hey, by the way, that veal looks kind of cool. You know, that kind of shit. So if you're a person who enjoys your meats, well, that's, you know, understand the process. But of course, when you get social terrorism, as I like to hear it, like with PETA and all that, they like to pour blood on themselves, run around naked and shit. Well, fine, you know, but the end result would be, I'm still going to have a ham sandwich. I'm still going to have a roast beef. And because it's not going to change my mind as a meat eater how things work. If I live out in the woods as a fucking mountain man, there'll be a lot more grotesque things to be eating or processes thereof. So that's how I see it. So when I deal with people out there who are trying to, you know, the industrial complex of farming, well, let's call them supply and demand. Don't like it, don't eat it. Try to convince people not to eat things they like. Good luck with that too. But you can't bash people for enjoying what they do. So, I mean, if you wanted an ethical treatment of an animal, I understand that. But I don't see you petitioning for it. I don't see you asking for signatures. I don't see you doing things for change.com or anything. All I see is a bunch of bleeding heart fucking pussies who want to run their fucking mouths or run their little typey little fingers about the big bad world of animal slaughterhouses. They call them slaughterhouses because that's what they do. They kill fucking animals. Get over yourself and get over it. If you want to make a change, then do something about shit. Posting stuff up, you're fucking lame. But that's just the way I see it. And, you know, when people get upset with me when I go off and add my 2 cents to a post, well, understand, not everybody's going to think or agree with you. They don't with me, and I don't go, and person could give a shit less. But when someone actually goes out of their way to try to make an impact or wants all that hand-holding, it ain't going to happen. I know, it's just too funny. So if you're really going to make a change, you really want to make a statement, then you really do something. not posting some fucking Facebook wall and they get pissed off like me, people like me who talk about, the opposite of what your goal of what you're aiming for. That's it. If you're gonna do shit, do it. Talk about shit, you're wasting your own fucking time and you're gonna get trolled. End of story. Anyways, figure I throw a little me out there today. You take care. Bye for now.